I would recommend Study IQ Mock Interview very highly, and the experience was very good. The arrangement of the institute and the coordination of the faculty members, they were really good.
Yes, it was a good experience and I recommend it to others as well.
I will highly recommend everyone who is preparing for civil service, especially for interview.
My overall experience was very nice. I would highly recommend people to give mocks here.
The quality of board members were very good. So yes, I will definitely recommend it.
Definitely the interview experience was very good.
It was an overall nice experience, and yes, I would be recommending it to others as well.
Yes, ma'am, certainly.
Yes, I would recommend.
I would definitely recommend.
Yes, I would definitely.
I will recommend you highly that you should have once a conversation in Study IQ as well.
May I come in, sir?
Yeah, come in, please. Please come and sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Have we met earlier?
I don't think so, sir.
Okay. How do you pronounce your name?
So it's pronounced as Saharsh.
Saharsh.
Yes, sir.
अच्छा इसका मीनिंग क्या हुआ?
Sir, Saharsh is with harsh or with happiness.
With happiness.
Yes, sir.
But the H is missing from that.
Yes, sir. There's an H missing at the end for numerological reasons, sir.
अच्छा ये किसने घर वालों ने मिस किया आपने उड़ा दिया?
Sir, घर वालों ने किया.
अच्छा 3 and 3 6.
Yes, sir.
6 letters.
Yes, sir.
I also thought it should be Saharsh. हमने कहा फिर H कहाँ गायब हो गया? Do you have a nickname also?
Sir, at home also everybody calls me Saharsh only. This is what everybody does. Yeah.
You were born in Bengal?
Yes, sir. Born in Kolkata, sir.
So you are a Bengal tiger? Yes?
Yes, sir. I mean, I do have a soft spot for Bengal as well, sir.
You have?
A soft spot for Bengal, sir.
Bengal.
Yes, sir.
But why West Bengal? Why should it be West Bengal and why not Bengal?
Sir, so earlier pre-independence, after partition, there was a West Bengal and an East Bengal.
अभी तो independence बात की आज की बात हो रही है.
Yes, sir.
Why continue with that?
So we are continuing with that because while there have been demands to rename West Bengal as Bengal or Bangla, however, sir, there are the other side of the debate. They are saying that renaming it would lead to a lot of confusion and administrative challenges because confusion with Bangladesh. That is why they are not renaming it as Bengal or Bangla.
Bengal और बांग्लादेश में तो बहुत फर्क है.
So Bangla or Bangladesh, the main contention is that there are sides of the argument saying that it should be renamed as Bangla. Because
but
in
that
Bengali,
is the other side of it.
Yes, sir.
That is other part of the story.
Yes, sir.
But have any efforts been made by the government to change it?
Sir, there have been few resolutions passed in the state cabinet, but nothing conclusive, sir.
Or assembly?
State assembly, sorry, sir. But nothing conclusive so far.
They have been dumped.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
As far as I've read about it, sir.
And what is a Bengal tiger?
Sir, I'm not aware about it. I'm not sure about it, sir.
No, not aware of what? Are you aware that we have Bengal tigers in the country?
Right, sir. So the Royal Bengal tiger, sir, that is a species of tiger that is found largely in the Sundarbans area, sir.
Largely?
Sunderbans.
That's all?
Sir, largely in the Sundarbans area. They're famous. Sir, apart from that, the Bengal tiger are found in a few other national parks. Sir, I'm not aware about it.
Name at least one more.
Sir, they are found in the Corbett National Park, sir. The Royal Bengal tiger as well.
They are in large number of national parks they have.
Yes, sir.
What is specific about this Royal West? Why are they called Royal Bengal tigers?
Sir, I'm not sure about this. I have to check, sir. I'm not sure about this.
Achha, since your political science and IR, that's your area.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? You must be updated on the Delhi government welfare program. There are a lot of schemes that they innovated and as people-centric schemes, so to say, and introduced and applied here in Delhi, the previous government.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I'm sparingly aware about the Delhi government schemes. Yes, sir.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
So can you name 2 schemes from Delhi government which you think are good schemes and could be applied elsewhere also?
Sir, Sir, I'm not very sure about the schemes that were launched by the Delhi government specifically. So, sir, my knowledge in that regard
Okay,
is...
I'll give you an example.
Yes,
One very popular scheme was free travel for the women in daily buses.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, what do you say to that? Is it good model to replicate, or is a wastage of money, valuable funds?
Sir, I feel that so while this has been done to ensure women empowerment and to also ensure that women or a greater number of women take part in the labor force and take public transport, sir. But sir, I feel that this should be done in a more targeted manner and replicate if it needs to be replicated elsewhere, wherein women definitely, but women belonging to a certain section such as the vulnerable or the low income sections or certain classes, they must be favored in providing this benefit, sir, because it should not be done in a non-targeted manner, because it may lead to a wastage and it can be rationalized in that manner.
Soon after, as soon as the elections were declared and have been held and completed in Delhi, Congress and BJP both announced, cash the cash for the women particularly.
Yes, sir.
Now they had built in some qualification, particularly the Congress party.
Yes, sir.
A kind of conditions that you are referring to, the targeted
Yes, sir.
area. What was that condition that were built into it? These are very important ones.
Right, sir. Sir, I'm not aware of the exact conditions that were present in the Congress manifesto for the Delhi Assembly, sir. Election, sir.
Okay, my last question to you relates to your hobbies, interests. You refer to some paper that you have done on behavior therapy, cognitive.
Yes, sir.
Behavior therapy. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, the general impression is that we Indians are not very law abiders.
Yes, sir.
And quite a number of them, they take some kind of vicarious happiness in violating the rules.
Yes, sir.
Areas like, to a youngster, ragging is one area.
Yes, sir.
For not following the rules of the road discipline is another area.
Yes, sir.
There are so many areas where the implementation is very poor.
Yes.
So, as somebody who has interest in this, what you take it as a normal behavior on the part of Indians, or what? And can it really be changed in some ways?
Sir, according to me, I don't feel this is part of a normal behavior, and so we can definitely use elements of the cognitive behavioral therapy to bring about this change, sir. Because we have...
What therapy you said?
Sir, cognitive behavioral therapy.
What is that?
Sir, the idea of cognitive behavioral therapy is that our thoughts, our feelings and our behaviors are interlinked. So it tries to influence the way we think about things, and so that our behavior changes accordingly.
Is it easy to do it in a vast country like India? Don't you think the appropriate punishment or fines would help more?
Sir, while there are benefits to both the carrot and the stick method, sir, like fines, there are benefits in fines as well, and also trying to bring about behavioral change through awareness. And sir, we can refer to best practices by different equally populated countries, like Japan as well, which has a huge population density, but they have been able to bring about a sense of respect and a sense of national pride that they take in obeying or adhering to the laws. So something like that, a line of thinking on those lines.
It has come about by these therapies?
Sir, it has not come about by these therapies, sir, but we can think about implementing this in India by referring to these therapies. By referring to these therapies, we can influence people to think in a way like the Japanese do.
Okay. Thank you, Saharsh.
Thank you, sir.
You said you have a soft spot for Bengal.
Yes, sir.
Why is it so?
Sir, it's because I was born there, sir. I was born and brought up there, sir. And because I have been there. I even did my college from my MBA from Calcutta, sir, and I've been staying there for the past 4-5 years, sir. And I've got lots of friends, and because of these reasons, sir, I've got a lot of memories associated with the state. That is why there's a soft spot, sir.
Okay. Your the state to which your father belongs is Bihar, no?
Yes, sir.
You don't have any soft spot for Bihar?
Sir, so my interaction with Bihar has been very limited, and I have only been there for a few times, only on vacations and never for an extended duration of time. So, yes, sir.
So it is not a soft spot.
So the familiarity is not as much, sir.
Good. See, you are a product of IIT, Kanpur.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that the IITs in India do not enjoy any global ranking?
Yes, sir. So this can be attributed to the methodology that is used in these rankings. So definitely, firstly, there is some aspects that the IIT can also work upon. But so largely it is the methodology wherein it considers multidisciplinary nature of different universities, where IITs are not as multidisciplinary. Also, sir, it considers the amount of foreign faculty that we have or foreign students that we have, the number of research papers or patents that has been published. So because of these factors, also infrastructure. So because of these factors, there are many points where the IITs of the country fall behind, and that leads to a drop in the rankings, sir.
Okay, good. Now, your optional subject is IR, Political Science and International Relations. Okay. Now, how will Trump's policies affect India, and what should India do to navigate the the storm that he is creating in the world today?
So to answer the first part, sir, the ways Trump's policy will impact India, sir. Firstly, sir, we can see because of the reciprocal tariffs and the 25% tariffs that have been announced on steel and aluminium, that will lead to higher import duties for Indian exports, and it may lead to a drop in our exports. And secondly, sir, we can see that the deportations that are happening, although we are welcoming the deportations, so it may not have a very big impact. But then we also need to ensure that the deportations are happening considering human rights as well, that they're not being sent back in shackles. And thirdly, sir, we are also increasing our dependency on USA, be it defense or be it energy. So that is also that we need to consider, because we are also trying to diversify our trade. So regarding how India should navigate this, firstly, sir, I believe that there is an opportunity for India because of the tariffs that are being implemented on China as well, and there is a specific China Plus One strategy which India can benefit from. Secondly, sir, India can have deeper relations, better relations with USA, and there can be technology transfer as well. For example, sir, the focus on nuclear energy, SMRs, small modular reactors, that is something that can help in India's renewable energy targets. So it will definitely be difficult, and it remains to be seen how well we handle it, but there is a lot of opportunity as well, sir.
But Trump said only yesterday, he asked, in fact, that Elon Musk not to invest anything in India, not to set up factories to produce his Tesla. Okay. Yes, and so that means we have to import it.
Yes, sir.
From there. No production capacity will be created here. So that is his attitude.
Yes,
don't make any investment there. Let them come and buy it from us.
Yes, sir.
So is it not going to affect your kind of trade and your the overall relationship with the US?
Sir, I agree that with regards to Tesla, this is something that was unprecedented, and it does raise concerns because we would be import dependent for the Tesla's electric vehicles. However, sir, I feel that this should be discussed, and there must be a common ground that should be achieved in this, because even Elon Musk has shown that he is interested to invest in India and set up a factory in India. Also, sir, Trump's different policies, such as there's a possibility of providing an exemption under 801 authorization, through which nuclear energy plants can be set up in India. So, sir, it shows that Trump is interested in having plants for different other technologies in India. So why not electric vehicles? So this needs to be discussed through diplomatic channels, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Before you start here, sorry ma'am, just sort of पीछे होके बैठो थी यार. I mean, you are sitting in that, you know,
Yes,
what they call the cat
Right, sir.
pause.
Right, sir.
You know, about to, you know, run,
Okay.
about to charge. अब आराम से होके पीछे बैठो.
Right, sir.
So, how's your day been like?
Ma'am, it's been nice, ma'am. I had a couple of mocks in the morning. I had one mock in the morning, and so it was hectic, slightly hectic, because I've been on the road for most of the day. But yes, ma'am, I'm learning a lot. So yes,
Okay. You're not new to Delhi.
ma'am, I've stayed in Delhi for a few months here and there. Yes, ma'am. Largely, that's it.
All right. So that has been your engagement with the capital.
Yes, ma'am.
largely. Okay, not a problem. Good. So you've been a student of bioengineering, who's also got some magnificent percentile in CAT,
Yes, ma'am.
and then you've chosen to write your optional in PSIR.
Yes, ma'am.
Does it in any way indicate towards your fickle-mindedness?
Ma'am, I do not believe so, ma'am. Because, ma'am, while I was looking for an optional that I would like to write in, I definitely I definitely looked at management as an optional or biotechnology as well. However, ma'am, while I was going through the syllabus, I realized that there is a lot of focus on different theories, which not all of it were covered in my courses, and I'll have to study a lot of extra things. And that is why, ma'am, I kept an open mind and looked at other optionals. And I realized, ma'am, that political science and international relations, specifically international relations, is something that I found that I was very interested in. And also, ma'am, I considered that there is a lot of readily available material for it that might help me with my studies, along with the overlap it has with the other main subjects.
Okay, so you're interested in IR. Tell me why India is closer to France than any other European nation.
Ma'am, ma'am, it could be understood by looking at the trajectory of India-France relations. Firstly, ma'am, France was one of those countries, one of the few countries who did not criticize India's nuclear program back in '98, the Pokhran tests. And since then, India has had a good relations with France as well. India has invited, there have been high-level summits on bilateral summits in either country. Also, France, we have a defense deal with France for the Scorpion submarines and the Rafale that we are developing. That is why, ma'am, through our better integration across different sectors, we are seeing good relations with France.
Okay. So you've been born and brought up in Kolkata, and you've also studied in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me, what are the key differences in the styles of politics in these two states? Give me any two.
Ma'am, I felt that in West Bengal, the politics, the orientation on welfare, the people's welfare, public welfare, that is relatively more in terms in West Bengal as compared to Uttar Pradesh, ma'am. And that is reflected in the interest of private capital, wherein the private capital is a bit hesitant to invest in West Bengal. That is one, ma'am, and that is all I can recall at the moment, ma'am.
And why do you think are the capitalists so disinterested in West Bengal?
Ma'am, it has been because there have been a few instances where, because of the suspicion of private capital, there have been a lot of hesitation. There have been certain protests regarding land acquisition, and land acquisition is a big challenge in West Bengal, where the government also has shown that it is pro-agriculturalists, and that is why, because of these instances, there is a hesitation of private capital. However, ma'am, that is changing. Very recently, the Bengal Global Business Summit saw investment proposals of about 4.4 lakh crore rupees. So it might be that things are changing.
Okay. So you also enjoy trekking?
Yes, ma'am.
So let's say, for example, there is a novice trekker, and he's got up the mountain, but now he's facing a lot of acute mountain sickness. What would you suggest him to do?
Ma'am, ma'am, in that case, I would suggest that there are certain medicines that the trekker can consume, and the trekker needs to lie down, rest, and take a break. In case there are multiple people in that group who are sharing the same sickness, we can try to convince the trek leader that all of us, because there is a buffer day that is part of the trek as well, so we can try to convince the trek leader that a buffer day should be provided to all of the people and we can stay indoors. Secondly, ma'am, we need to monitor regularly the SpO2 levels, the O2 levels of that individual, the blood pressure of that individual. And yes, ma'am, once the individual is on the top of the mountain, there's very limited things that we can do, but it's only rest, good, having food at good times, and having the medicines. That is all we can do.
Can you name any medicine? There's a very particular...
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a very particular medicine, but at this moment, it's just skipping my mind.
Not a problem. So what would be the golden rule of trekking according to you? There are many. Which one would you prefer? Which one would be your first golden rule?
Ma'am, my golden rule according to me would be, it is important to be an invisible trekker, wherein we are not visible to either the biodiversity or the environment, where our impact is zero. It is important to have sustainable trekking in India, ma'am. That's what my motto and what my primary goal should be, that we should be an invisible trekker.
Give me 2 suggestions how one can achieve that.
Ma'am, first thing is we have to conserve the water, because there is a very acute water crisis, drinking water crisis, or even water for washing utensils or all of it in the high mountains. And so it is very important to conserve water. So very recently there was, I'd taken a trek wherein there were certain contraptions that were built to reduce the flow of water, so that while we are doing our dishes, less water or less speed of water is used, and so we can do more with a lot less water. And secondly, ma'am, I feel that it is important to have a behavior of picking up trash while the trekkers go along the trails. So I tend to take bags while I'm on treks and pick up the trash and then deposit it once I reach the base camp in the proper bins.
Okay.
Very good.
So,
Very good.
Rajgir trek in Bihar or Sandakphu in West Bengal?
I have been on the Sandakphu trek, ma'am, very recently. It was last year when I went to the Sandakphu Falud trek in West Bengal. And this was one of the most difficult treks that I've been on. And it was a wonderful experience. And it has further inculcated and ignited the desire to go on even more multi-day treks in me.
All the best to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
So, you have been a product of IIT Kanpur.
Yes, sir.
Then IIM Kolkata.
Yes, sir.
Then you have worked at some of the prominent organizations in India.
Yes, sir.
So I just want to inquire the drive for civil services. Means what drives you? Like what you are not getting in that life which you are going to get over here.
Yes, sir.
And I don't want the answer, it's public relations. Please.
Right, sir. Sir, I feel that while I was working there in the corporate sector, so after a point, I felt that my work had become very monotonous. And I realized I had a hunger in me to have a more broad impact on people's lives. And this motivated me to find a career that is more dynamic, more challenging, and also socially meaningful. And that is why, sir, I sought for the civil services, because of the diverse responsibilities and the way it offers direct engagement with people's issues. And sir, I realized that despite studying in these institutions or working in these institutions, I can use my skills and experiences in different things like project management or decision making. I can use this to drive systemic change, address problems. And so moreover, my father, himself a civil servant, has been my source of inspiration, and he reinforced the role of public service in me, and that is why I...
Okay. So let's say you don't get the choice of civil services which you desire for. So will you be still happy?
Sir, I feel that all of these services, irrespective of whichever I desire for, all of these services have this criteria wherein I can contribute to my core belief of nation building. And that is why, sir, irrespective of whichever service I get, I will definitely try to do that job to the best of my abilities, sir.
So you say West Bengal is your love.
Yes, sir.
Then, sir, why have you not filled in West Bengal as your first choice of preference, your home cadre?
Yes, sir.
Why? You say it's your love, you say you're born there, then how
Yes,
can
sir.
you justify this? You don't want to work for West Bengal.
Yes, sir. So this has been a preference, sir, because my sister's currently is staying in Gujarat, and my parents also are willing to or are looking to move to Gujarat in the near future, and that is why, to stay closer to family, this is a preference that I've filled. But sir, I'm willing to work in whatever cadre that I get, And West Bengal, being able to work in West Bengal would also be an opportunity for me, sir.
Okay.
Had I been able to, I would have filled West Bengal as my second option,
Yeah.
but that was not possible. That is why, sir.
Okay. So you have done bioengineering and technology,
Yes.
right? So please highlight me on CRISPR-Cas9 technology and the development of mRNA vaccine, please.
Sir, the CRISPR-Cas9 technology is used in gene editing, wherein CRISPR-Cas9 acts like a scissors, molecular scissors, and then edits out certain sections of the gene, and they can be replaced or just edited out, deleted. So they can be used for gene expression. So similar, sir, for mRNA vaccines as well, the vaccines are developed by using these vectors, and using CRISPR-Cas9, they are edited in a particular manner so that they lead to a particular protein expression inside the body. And then this protein can work as an antigen to create an immune response and increase the immune memory.
Okay. Can you highlight me the concept of designer babies?
Sir, designer babies are based on the concept that gene editing can be used to tweak the the gene of the zygote, the embryo, and the expression would lead to, or it can be used to tweak the expression in a desired manner, wherein the babies can be, through genetic expression, or the babies can be made to be a particular height or a particular complexion. And so this leads a lot of ethical issues, and this is something that is banned in many countries across the world and even in India.
So you must have heard about Garmin. You are into tracking. So Garmin watch company. Have you heard about it? Like for tracking, you have a company name called as Garmin. Why has India not allowed any satellite tracking devices to be used by common people?
Yes.
Like if you want to buy a satellite tracker, you are into tracking. So if you want to buy a satellite tracker for yourself, you can't buy one. Why so?
Sir, I'm not entirely aware about this.
Okay.
But sir, I feel that this could be because trekking often takes place in border areas, and because of that, there might be strategic risks of allowing satellite trekking. So this is why it is not allowed.
Okay. So the last question from my end. So the advent of technology has changed the warfare. So can you just highlight me one or two recent incidences where wars have been entirely fought by technology and AI and not by humans?
Sir, one instance comes to mind is during the SolarWinds hack of Microsoft, wherein it had huge impact on companies and governments across the globe. And that was an example of where AI or technology was used to disrupt the functioning of different governments and organizations. So that is one instance that I can recall at the moment.
Okay. Azerbaijan-Armenia war, was that war fought by AI?
Sir, so I know about the use of drones in that war, but I'm not sure about the use of AI, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. बस अभी आपसे मिलते हैं.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. May I come in, sir?
Come in, please. Hey, you don't have to write down.
Right, sir.
Just let it be there. Let it be there.
Yes.
How happy are you? End of the day now, after having gone through 2-3 mocks.
Sir, I'm glad. I'm exhausted, sir, but I'm glad because I got to learn a lot and I got to understand there were a few things that I need to work on, few soft areas I need to work on, and I've been consecutively working on them in the mocks, and I hope I've been able to work on them.
What are these areas?
So firstly is that my pace of talking, it's a bit fast. It's still there.
That is probably the only thing we want to get. But you haven't learned, Evan. When did it occur to you that your pace is too fast?
So this was something that was, I mean, there have been a few mocks where I was pointed this out. Very recently, there's a mock at about 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Where?
At Shriram, sir.
At Shriram.
So I'm trying to work on this. I'm not sure.
Actually, certain things, are not very clear.
Yes, sir.
Although you say things very correctly, but certain things which you say, the words, there's some kind of telescoping.
Right, sir.
And it's not coming through very clearly. So we are not able to catch it.
Right,
that
sir.
is the point. So if you just, make it an even-paced kind of thing, then that would be better. And your answers will create the right kind of impact.
Right, sir.
That's the only thing. I mean, you are absolutely first-class candidate.
Thank you, sir.
And when is your interview?
So it's on the 9th of April.
Oh my God. Everybody would have, winding up हो गया होगा.
Yes, sir.
But like you have appeared at UPSC earlier, right?
Yes, I've given an interview earlier, 2022 UPSC, and I scored 165, sir.
But I mean, to your performance today, how could it be 165?
So there were a couple of blunders that I'd done. Firstly, sir, guessing an answer. That is something that I'd done. There was a question regarding the elephant whisperers, that which sanctuary it was based on. So I was not sure, but I guessed an answer which was wrong. And so secondly, there was because I was very anxious, it being my first interview, I couldn't hear the questions clearly. And there was a question where they asked regarding my traveling, a memory that I would like to forget. So I could not hear it, and I thought that I assumed it must be a memory I would like to remember.
Dekho, I mean, there are, perfect candidate. There are no flaws in your performance, excepting this one, and this can rob you badly. Even now, while you are explaining your experience of the last interview, you are speaking so fast. So, iska simple answer hai bilkul. I mean, forget mock interviews, forget any medication for this. What you need to do is that every single day, answer about, because you have plenty of time, let's say 5-6 questions every day, you answer to a friend or some family member or whatever, and speak with deliberate pauses. That's the way. I mean, in one sentence, you should give at least 2 to 3 pauses. After every 3 words, give a little pause. Practice will make this difference, because habits don't go away easy. So that's all. I mean, some of the cosmetic things, like you tend to repeat according to me. I mean, you keep saying that. Yeah, everything is coming according to you only. So you don't have to qualify it. I mean, tendency to repeat that. And you should be addressing other members also. That's very conspicuously missing. You don't look at other members at all. That's very important. To fine-tune your interview performance there. Very enthusiastic, of course.
Perhaps another track is needed now. Perhaps another track is needed now before the interview to open up.
The trekking, I mean, perfect answers. I mean, we have all been doing trekking and all that, and perfect answers. And you have that adventure spirit, that enthusiasm you have in life. This will take you far, wherever you are. And including in the interview, it will take you very far, because what you say, most of your answers, come with a feeling. So, all plus points, all very, very plus points. So, all the very best to you.
Thank you, sir. I'll definitely work on these, sir.
But be a
I'll
little careful about this soft spot thing, because some loaded questions may be asked. Suppose there is a member there on the board, who is an anti-West Bengal man. So in that case, it is better to avoid that expression.
So I did not get, sir.
No, you said soft spot. Your soft spot, West Bengal.
For Bengal.
Right, sir. Got it, sir.
No, that will land you perhaps in trouble.
Right, sir.
You may not be able to answer certain questions, They would like you to commit to something.
Right, sir.
West Bengal, by the very nature of West Bengal and its politics, the volatile nature of politics and all that, they will perhaps push you into that, where you will not be able to answer that.
Agreed, sir.
You can also not filled it as your choice of preference also.
Yes, that's the thing. So, yes.
Regarding speedy delivery, you can do 2 things. First is to identify the reason.
Right.
Why is it that you need to figure it out for yourself? Why is it that you're speaking so fast? Is it anxiety? Is it confidence? Or is it just the pleasant feeling of being here?
I feel that it has been, while during my prep, I have been using YouTube and watching different educational videos on YouTube, and I've been, as a practice, watching it on 2x.
So you've internalized it in a way.
I think so, ma'am.
Yeah, so practice in front of a mirror. Just pick up any topic from your DAF or anything that you like talking about, and practice talking slowly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because of that, your diction is getting missed at certain spots.
It's getting mixed, yes.
Yeah, no one would ask you to repeat anything. but they may not understand the gist. They may not understand the exact thing.
You can also record your things, you know.
Agreed.
And then when you listen to it, you may not understand half of what you say.
Exactly.
That is the problem.
And some of these deaf areas, like, this behavioral therapy, and, these are very important areas that, very universal applicability.
Yes.
So there would be definitely questions on that.
Thanks.
So usme, dive a bit deeper into it.
Thanks.
Normally people who come from this field, or whatever, even if they have not studied much, but they tend to, will go, yes, reforms can be done, behavior can change, but it doesn't change easy.
It's
Like you are one case, it doesn't change easy. So we must look at other dimensions also, and our answer should be more, wider, taking into account that it is a very difficult area, and we need to find newer ways, and maybe bring in areas of deterrence and punishments and fines. These also need to be explored. Okay? So थोड़ा सा wider answers होने चाहिए.
agreed, sir.
And please practice. This one single factor will make so much of difference to your already shining importance.
Yes.
All the very best to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.